Bienvenidos al canal 831 Avo, lo prometido es deuda. Aquí va a hacer una demostración de cómo injertar. Y vamos a ver cómo está la cosa, porque estos ejes quiero ver a ver si se desecaron. Ahorita los voy a mochar, si están verdes todavía están activos. Pero aún así voy a tener que podar estos a ver si fluye, porque esto ya lleva dominancia apical. Dominancia apical, y este eje también ahorita lo voy a podar. Y este es un injerto que se desecó, iba bien, había brotado las hojas y todo, pero en competencia con esto no la armó, no la armó. Este tenía más foliaje y los nutrientes, el vigor, se los llevó estos ejes. Primero se secó este. Este fue injerto de lengüeta. Y el problema de la lengüeta, aquí te enseño, mira, porque se formó una bola de la presión. Fausto Bautista, buenas tardes, soy 31. Bienvenidos, y Alex Saldaña, gracias por el apoyo. Y aquí sí, déjales enseño. Estos fueron de lengüeta. Cuando le aflojé la cinta, como que apalancaba y el viento lo apalancó, pues al día luego se secó las hojas. Y ahí vi, luego me di cuenta que el injerto se despegó. Lo volví a pegar, le volví a amarrar, pero no, ya se había muerto. Ya se había muerto. Y aquí déjales enseño. Mira, esto me estaba causando preocupación, pero lo hubiera dejado. Y este injerto se desecó y este también se quebró. También se estaba formando una bola y se quebró. So es de también, si un injerto va con mucho vigor y ya crece mucho la rama, es de entablarlo, ponerle una muleta. Agarra madera de cualquier otro árbol y luego pónselo así paralelo y amárralo, apaláncalo bien, porque se puede aflojar, se puede quebrar. De lo tanto que va creciendo rápido, se puede quebrar. Mayra Díaz, muy bien. Gracias por el apoyo, Mayra Díaz. Saludos a los sobrinos, Leo y a la Steli. Y aquí déjales enseño las herramientas y varios métodos de injertar. Ok. Uno va a ser completamente abierto, solamente la puntita. Yeah, for sure I have a branch very low. Yeah, I go knee high. Knee high again. I really don't want to get it away from me. This was originally topped at knee high, and then I got all those 4 or 5 shoots spoking away from each other, so that was perfect for a multi-graft. So one of them is going to be unprotected. I just seal the top, and then the other ones are going to be wrapped with the cheap stuff. This is the cheap Amazon stuff. I know now not to use these on my avocado. I have the premium stuff. I have the premium budding tape. But again, I reserve this for avocados. Okay? Again, you can, and then again, I have the landscaping type, but I honestly prefer the tape. I prefer the electric duct tape. Okay, quick little walkthrough. Check out the bud selection. This is Flavor Grenade. Again, I had Flavor Grenade last year, but I got overexcited on grafting everyone's trees, all my neighbors' trees, that I forgot to save some for myself. But again, check the thickness in comparison to my fingers, and I don't really have very thick fingers. But I would say this is probably equivalent to a number 2 pencil, a little bit thicker than a number 2, or a fat number 2 pencil, the fatter ones. Okay, so this is Flavor Grenade. And then this is the apricot tree. Buddy tape, yeah, for sure. But check it out again. Premium stuff. Premium stuff. Reserved for my avocado trees. This is the Amazon stuff. You could get away with this. I guess it being hardwood and those buds are pretty sharp. They will punch through this no problem. So I'm looking at maybe like a 10-day window. 10-day window of no rain, so I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for it. If you are looking at getting some rain, maybe throw a bag over it. Throw a bag over it. But yeah, these two are bundled with the Amazon stuff. This is a little too thick. This is maybe a little too thick, but I'll go with the thinner stuff. All right, let's see first the freshness of these. You already know. Tools of the trade. It's expensive, yeah, for sure. I have to try to get also that. All right, let's see. We're gonna see. And right here, the problem is if I'm wondering if I can get this limb, this limb to draw energy over this one. Again, because the grafts are higher and good on this one. And so this is a pretty good thick limb. But I'm just gonna make a cut right now and see if it's, I'm gonna start high. I'm gonna start high. And I don't know, I would have liked it to be a little bit more green. Let me keep going down low. Let me see. Nah, it looks pretty dry. I might not be able to tie in. We'll see. Nah, see, it's been dying back. All right, we'll see. It's gonna be a tough demonstration if I can't graft onto these limbs, because now it only leaves these two little wimpy ones. But I could do it onto those ones right there. Let me see. Nah. You see? It would have been green. It would have been green. Yeah. The bark on it is brittle. Yeah, I'm gonna say this one's dead, bro. I apologize. I'm gonna try to see to do the best. If not, I'll come back with a graft demonstration on the neighboring trees. Just so you see the difference in against something that's alive. Let's see. And that's gonna be hard to tell. But you see that green? Oh, my bad. You see that green, that white? Dead. Yeah, it is dead. Looks like it's dead. All right. So remove it. It's okay. I'm still gonna tie in the. Ooh, this one's a little thin. And then I'm not liking the angles on these ones. Yeah, dead. All right, let's go with this one. This one died later. This one died. This one was first to die. I released it. I removed the tape. Again, it was on a good whip and tongue, but again, it kind of wiggled. It kept wiggling and wiggling, and then it died. Let's see this one. Yep, this one's good. All right, good. This one's good. We're good here. All right, I'm gonna leave it right there. I'm not even gonna cut it back. I should have cut less. Yeah, see, it would have been good even up higher. But okay, we're good. We're good with this one. This is Flavor Grenade. Again, a pollinator to my Emerald Drop. My neighbor to the right has it, and my neighbor to to the left has it, so I'm good cross-pollination wise, but I want it myself. So I'm gonna go, this is kind of matching the caliber. I'm gonna go with this one. And then again, these ones not ideal. This one not ideal on a bad angle. Too upright. This one's good, but then it's thinner. I would have wanted this thickness on this angle. But I'm gonna see if I could make it work. And then I haven't even tried this one. But again, let me try that. Yeah, I'm gonna try this one. Nah. And right away you'll know dry wood is harder. Right away when I'm pressing, when I'm squeezing, I could kind of already tell. Fresh wood is smooth. And yeah, see? This is dead all the way back. Yep. Emerald drop a good plua? Yeah, for sure. Prolific, it's precocious, wimpy tree. You're gonna have to watch the fruit set. It's gonna want to break limbs. A bigger tree, but also bigger fruit, the Dapple Dandy. All right, so we're only good on that one. And again, we're good on these ones, but not ideal thickness wise. I should have pruned them in earlier in the summer. All right, let me bring you in closer. All right, we're good on this one. I'm gonna do it flat. You don't need much, so I'm only going maybe the size of a finger, 2 fingers. And then leaving it on this bud. And I'm gonna leave that one outward facing. So I'm gonna cut it on an angle. And that's a good cut. And then this one flat. And coming up several inches. This was harvested today, but it still should be good. There, a fresh cut. Wrap it top to bottom. Again, if you're gonna wrap, I honestly don't wrap. I feel confident enough not to wrap. And actually prefer not to wrap. So maybe I should have done that, but demonstrating purposes, I'm gonna wrap. And then pull. Keep it tight. The closer you keep it to the spool, the easier to handle. Especially if it's on the limb. Like if you're trying to wrap it while it's already attached on there. Draw and pull and circle. Draw and pull and circle. Okay, wait. Gracias. So I'm pulling. And there, that's good. Okay. What is the pollinator for the emerald drop? This right here, the Flavor Grenade. Flavor Grenade and emerald drop, I believe they're early iterations of the Pluot. They'll still accept the parent plums as pollinators, the Santa Rosa plum. The further you go into hybridization, they become interspecific, meaning they only accept another pluot. And that's the later versions. The later pluot pollinating triangle, that's going to be the flavor king, the flavor queen, the dapple dandy, which is supreme, the king, and then this right here, the flavor supreme. That's the other pollinating triangle. So there's two. The earlier one, again, emerald drop, flavor grenade, splash, and geopride. So be careful when you venture down the road of the pluots. Make sure that you get pluots that are cross pollinators. Oh, disinfect, guys. Okay. How cold does it get where you're at? Not that cold at all. Our cold, so like our coldest this season, 37. Santa Cruz, California, zone 9B. The closest right now we've had this winter is 37. But I want to say we consistently stay higher, 42, 45, around there. Grafting demo, yeah, our grafting demo for the California Rare Fruit Growers, the Monterey chapter, is going to be, and I'm going to do a little YouTube short. It's promoting the Scion Swap Exchange, and then the grafting demo. I forget the dates. I know off tops is going to be February 1st for the Scion Swap Exchange, and I'm going to be there. The grafting demo, I don't know. I'm gonna be there to call them out and see if they talk about the detail. And the secret and the detail is that you want to kick it out. You want to slightly kick it out as to guarantee an intersection point. See, you can see already I've created an intersecting point, and that guarantees point of contact between the cambium layers. If I try to line it up just like that, it could be that I'm off by a hair, fractions of a millimeter, and that's an instant fail. So again, you want to kick it out. And you'll see every time you go to the nursery and pick up a bare root, you'll see that it's the rootstock and slightly kicked out the cultivar. And I just kept watching them. I would see that they would do it, but not talk about it. All right. Dry it out. And then again, I want the upward bud right here pointed or oriented outward. So I want to carve and shave like this. Again, given that my and watch out, the wood sometimes will throw you off. It will distort you. So try to keep a firm grip. And keep watching both sides. Try to keep them even. Right here I'm going thinner. Right here it's staying wider. So I'm going to make corrections. To try to thin this side, the right side, and make it even. Okay, looks like I'm pretty good. And that's good enough. Again, this bud pointed outwards. Right here, if you're going to get cut, it's going to be right here. Because you're pulling it towards you to control the cut. A lot of people insert a CD, an old school CD disc to serve as a shield. A little bit more. And I'm good. There. See how it's slightly kicked out? That's what I want. You don't want to overdo it. I used to overdo it and exaggerate it, but you don't want to do that because then you'll see dieback here and the dieback starts running down, there's disease, and then it just runs into the union and it becomes a bad graft. Here we go, tape. Electrical tape, easy. So again, this is going to bring up your success to 90-95. Why do you want to slightly kick it out? To guarantee an intersection point. Again, if this is a cleft graft and I slightly kick it out, I've guaranteed an intersection point. Right there. Now just tie right there. Tie the hell out of that. Tight. If I go like this, if I miss those cambium layers lining up by a fraction of a hair or a fraction of a millimeter or a fraction or a hair, it's no good. But by doing this, I guarantee you, you're gonna bring up your success rate. Yeah. And I would see it be done. Again, I would observe it, but it was explained to me and like in a thorough little diagram by the the California Citrus Conservation Program. They did a little grafting video that demonstrated this little trick right here in a little video diagram, and that's what really kind of, it was like my aha moment, like, oh yeah, I see all the whips come in like that, the bare root whips come in like that, again the rootstock, and then always the cultivar slightly offshoot. And then I see all the master grafters would do it, but wouldn't talk about it. All right, so now just tie it up. Yeah, I could feel that it's choking up right there. And pull. Pull. Again, I like the grafting tape over the budding because it creates more tension and it's a little bit more flexible. More flexible, and obviously the adhesion helps. Again, slightly kick it out. Don't exaggerate it. I used to exaggerate it to prove a point, but then again, that die back in that corner would create rot. And just come down, so angle it. And that's a good graft right there. I felt pretty good about it. Again, you don't have the tape. That could have been left exposed. I would have felt comfortable leaving it exposed. And I would have just came in with this. The tree wound, and I would have only capped it off right here at the tip. Yeah, I noticed that on the Dapple Dandy, I got trunk is slightly slanted. Yeah, you'll see all the bare root trees, really all trees, because they're all grafted. I mean, unless it's a seedling, but all grafted trees, they're slightly slanted. So again, it's that trick. It's that trick. Guaranteeing an intersection point right here, and just tie it right there. Tie it. And I think that's gonna be it. I really don't feel comfortable tying. I mean, I could try, but it's just too thin. It's thinner even than my blade, really. It's as thin as my blade. But tomorrow we'll be back with another grafting video. Any other questions? Where do you get the tape that you're using? So again, this is Amazon grafting tape, cheap stuff, and then this is just plain old electrical tape. Home Depot, electric supply store, hardware store, electric tape. All right, that was a quick little grafting video. Oh, and then another thing I just got to check. I just got to check the growth. Again, because I want the vigor to kind of flow back down. I'm checking this growth right here. I really kind of don't want to, because there's a lot of production at the end of these buds. Most of the production is on the end of these buds that I grafted, but I have to, because otherwise it's not going to flow back down. So it's just going to be a slight. Again, disinfect from cultivar to cultivar. And so on this limb right here, I'm coming up. I'm looking for a bud that's outward facing, and it's pretty high. It's all the way up here. I wish I could come back more on it, but there's that one, which is going to be too extreme, or just the tip, what I did. This one, same here. I'm following it up. And then there's this one on the side kicking off this way, which I'll take. Yeah, there's actually just another one here at the tip. A twin bud one. I need to start earlier. I run out of daylight. I apologize. And then this is the one. There's flower bud clusters at the end of this one. So again, I'm kind of setting it back, getting rid of some production, but I fear that if I don't, the growth is not going to go back downwards. And again, those little clusters would have been flower. And this little white shoot right here, all those at the end is also flower clusters. Those were little flower clusters right there, but it is what it is. There I was able to take a significant amount on that limb right there. Just the tip, and on this one, on intersecting branches, this branch right here, it's hard to see, I'm sorry. There's a branch right here. It's heading into this growth, so it's coming off at the collar. And now this one. Yeah. Soak your bare root in B2 for 1 or 2 hours for sure. Correct. B1? What is it, B1 or B2? Let me get the bottle. Sorry. Yeah, B1. Yeah, B1. I apologize. I might have said B2, but it is B1. Correct. B1. And it's not a lot. It's like 1 capful. I'll do 1 or 2 capfuls per gallon. Leave it in a bucket that's clean. And then let them soak for 1 or 2 hours, let them hydrate, and then stick it in the ground. All right, and now it's just this last axis right here. And it's just the tips. Just the tips. That's my finger, almost like. So very little. Okay, cool, thanks. Yeah, for sure, you got this, Alex. And you already know, hit me up on my email. And I got you for the pollinator for your Dapple Dandy. Congrats on your Dapple Dandy. All right. Yeah, and you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna check these. I'm hoping they gain some vigor and dormancy, which I'm not expecting them to, but we'll see. This is an experiment. See if I can get them to thicken up. Thicken up, and maybe I'll graft this at when they break dormancy. When they start pushing new leaves, then maybe hopefully this will thicken up. And so to get them to thicken up, I'm gonna come back by half. But again, I still want them to remain competitive against these other thicker limbs. So the only thing going on for this one right now is that it has apical dominance. It's a wimpy limb, but on apical dominance, it is going to get some flow. It is going to get some vigor. So I don't want to check too much. I'm only going to check a little bit. There. And see, this never really even wanted to go dormant. So we'll see. All right. Taking off the leaves. And then this other one, well, I don't like the angle. I'm going to cut it. I'm going to take it off. But I don't know. Maybe I feel like I should work with it. Yeah, I'm going to check it. And hopefully I can graft onto these when dormancy breaks. All right. Again, this is a bad limb. This is a bad limb. All right. I'll check with you. I'll check with you, Alex, for sure. Quick little one. Again, I apologize for the darkness. I almost wasn't going to do it because there's a battery storage facility here in Moss Landing on fire. And so on bad air quality, I didn't even want to come out because you can smell it. You can smell it. It smells like burning batteries out here. But we're good. We're good. We're safe. They're just letting it burn, unfortunately. But we're good. We're good here in Santa Cruz, California. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Have a good one. More grafting videos coming tomorrow. And then shaping and pruning my other 2 remaining in-ground pluots, the Flavor Queen and the Dapple Dandy. Thank you. Thank you, OC Neil. Thank you, Fausto Bautista. Thank you, Myra Diaz. Thank you, Alex Saldaña. I appreciate all the support. Peace.